This is the Healthy Business Podcast, the show for ambitious business owners who want to grow and scale in a healthy way. I'm Sarah Cook, and I'll be sharing with you tips, inspiration, and proven methods from leading business experts, entrepreneurs, and health and wellness professionals to help you grow your business with more income and having more impact, but in a way that works for you. Because when you have clarity and strategy, you can achieve the results you want. Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the Healthy Business Podcast. I am Sarah Cook, and I'm going to be sharing with you some things that you can be doing this week to make sales without actually selling anything. Because we all know if we are pushing our products and our services, we're actually going to push people away. So today I really want you to flip things. I want to give you some different ways of thinking about it, because I totally appreciate that you might be feeling a little bit nervous right now with everything that we're hearing in the media, with everything that's going on politically in the UK. And I want to reassure you that you can absolutely grow your sales right now. I've got clients that are absolutely smashing it right now, and I know you can do the same. And it comes from being intentional. So whether it's products, whether it's services, it really comes down to how you're showing up on consistency and how we're showing up, not just the actual showing up, but the how you're showing up. So I really want you to consider these things that I'm going to share with you that are going to help you grow your audience, that's going to help you nurture them so that they're asking to buy from you rather than feeling like you're in hustle mode. Because as soon as we move into that hustle mode, then we start pushing people away. So I want to let them know that you are there for them. And I know this can feel counterintuitive, right? Like if you are wanting to bring the sales in, then we start going into that sales mode. But one of the things that you can do in order to make sales is absolutely flipping this. You want to be attracting your dream clients. And if we're pushing all the time, then we are going to push people away. We want to make sure that we're attracting the right people, that we're growing our audience with the right people, that we're spending time nurturing, that they are asking for that sale rather than you pushing for that sale and feeling like you have to make that sale. So if someone's coming to you and asking how they can work with you, how they can buy something from you, that is exactly what you're looking to do rather than feeling like you're selling all the time. So I really want you to consider these things that I'm going to share with you today. I want you to hold yourself accountable as well. So once you've listened to this, let me know over on Instagram at Sarah Cook Coaching. Let me know how this feels for you when you're listening to this, but also let me know which elements you're going to try first. Now, first of all, I want you to think about giving something away for free. Now, again, this might sound counterintuitive as well when you're trying to bring money in, you're trying to get the sales. The reason I want you to give something away for free is because the moment someone says yes to you, the moment they are saying yes to be in your world. And once they do that, they're much more likely to go through that buying process, that nurture process. Now, that freebie could be anything. It needs to be of value enough for them to want to say yes to come into your world. So it could be something like a lead magnet. It could be something like a meditation. It could be a mini course. It could be a recording, a workshop. It could be some free coaching. I want you to think about what is good value for your audience. What does your current audience feel is good value for them? What is going to help them? What's going to be the best thing that's going to support them with whatever it is they need supporting with right now? Now, you will know if you're getting traction, then you know that you're doing okay. If you're not getting any traction when you're putting a freebie out there, then we need to do something different. So the best way to test whether your content is landing or whether you've got the right audience actually following you is to put a freebie out there. Now, you might need to, as I say, if you're not getting any traction, then we need to look at your strategy, we need to look at your content, we need to look at your audience. But we don't know that if we don't find out. So putting something out there that is free, that we think that people need in our audience, if you're getting traction on that and they're saying yes to you, you know you've got something that is worth value to them. If they're not and no one's interested, then it's worth looking at that strategy, that content, that audience. Now, it needs to be motivating enough for someone to say, yep, I want to be in your world, and they have that connection with you. The second thing I want you to think about is consistency. Now, I talk a lot about consistency versus constancy, and the need to be consistent isn't the same as being constant. When we're consistent, we want to do this strategically. We want to make sure that our content is actually resonating with our audience. Now, I want you to think about being super targeted with your content. I want you to think about being polarizing, not polarizing in an unkind way, but polarizing in a way that is really talking to your ideal clients. Because again, if you're not getting any traction on that, then you need to potentially change your strategy, or we need to change the audience. So, testing things. What do people need right now? What do people want to know right now? Use that in your content. Don't talk about the how you're going to help them. Talk about how you get those results. Talk about those results that they're looking for, that solution they're looking for. That's what's going to make people really help them understand you, but also help them see that you understand where they're at right now. It shows that understanding, it shows that empathy. And they want to know that they're being listened to. They want to know that they're heard. And you want to show that understanding, that empathy. So, so important. And that is going to help you nurture them. So if you're not getting engagement, then look and see what's going on at the moment, right? If we're talking too much to pain points, then that could be putting people off. The world is full of doom and gloom right now if we look for it. We know that if we look at social media outlets, we know that there are a lot of people complaining about stuff. We know that there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, whether that's politically, whether that's the Ukraine war, whatever it is. There is a lot of doom and gloom that people are experiencing, that they're surrounding themselves with. And of course, that's their choice. However, I want you to think about giving people hope. I want you to think about giving people inspiration, because those people are looking for it. They don't want to be drawn into this kind of negative space. And your ideal client certainly doesn't want that. They've got a problem. They are looking for a solution. They don't want to be reminded of their pain points. They want that inspiration. They want that hope. They want to move forward with that. So if you've got a solution, I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that from your content and your visibility. You want people to read your content. They might not necessarily engage with that content, but they will certainly be watching it. They will certainly be reading it. And you might then find that you're getting more direct messages or more direct purchases. We want to speak to those people in a positive way. You want to be that beacon of light. So, really consider that when you are being consistent with your visibility, but also strategic with your content. Now, the third thing that I want you to think about is to be strategic with your followers. So, whether it's your personal profile, whether it's your Instagram followers, whether it's people who are on your Facebook page, whatever it is, I want you to spend 5 to 10 minutes every single day. And I want you to check whether you have got your dream clients that are following you. Because if they're not, you don't want them following you. They're going to screw up the algorithms, because your ideal clients are not going to resonate with the content that you're putting out that is speaking to your ideal clients. That then, as I said, screws up your algorithms, because then your ideal clients are not actually going to see the content that you want them to. So we want to make sure that the people who are following you, the people who are in your world, are your dream clients. Sense check if they're the right people for you. And if they're not, release them. It's absolutely okay to do this. You're running a business and you have to step into those CEO shoes. So if you want to make sales right now, we need to understand that we've got the right followers who are potential clients of yours. They might not buy from you today or tomorrow, but we want to make sure that your profile, your followers, are filled with your dream clients and that pipeline of people who are your dream clients. So start engaging with them. And if they don't engage, or if they are not your ideal client, remove them as followers, because they're not going to help you grow your business. Also thinking about the groups you're in. Are they the right groups for you? Because now isn't about selling. It's not about spamming and being in those groups to do that. This is about you giving value. And if you're spending your time scrolling through groups that you don't need to be in, that's okay. You can come out of them. Give yourself that CEO permission to step into being intentional. So, similarly, from a dream client perspective, are you in the right groups? Are you in those places where your dream clients are hanging out? Are you giving value in there? Are you seeking them out? There's a brilliant search toolbar at the top of every group that you can search in, and search the terms, search those keywords that your ideal client is asking for support on, or sharing or writing about, because that's what people want to know. If you're showing up and giving value, you're serving those people. That's what's going to attract people to you right now. Because those people who have gone into scarcity mindset that are running their own business, they are going to be selling and hustling, and people switch off from that. So if you go in from a serving perspective, they are going to come across your personal profile. People are nosy. It's human nature, isn't it? So go into attraction, then you can nurture them, and then you will be able to convert them. Now, the fourth thing I want you to think about E is the golden ticket. So if you've got people in your world who are maybe interested at what you do, they're sitting on the fence, they're ready to convert, but then there's something holding them back, I want you to think about your social proof. Think about your testimonials, think about the wins, think about the case studies. Again, go to this hope, go to this inspiration, show people what's possible. Show people that if they invest in you, if they buy from you, they are going to get the results. I've got people in my mastermind at the moment who are absolutely smashing their results. I had a call with a client earlier this week who shared with me that in the few months that she's been working with me, she's doubled her income. She's gone from hitting 50K years to 55K within the last few months. Now that's amazing. And that testimonial, it shows the results that I'm getting for people. And I want that for you as well. So share those testimonials, share with people what is possible. So I've shared with you 4 things that I think you can do just this week. So think about what you could give away for free. You want to sense check your audience is right. If you're not getting any traction, you need to look at your strategy, your audience, your content. Secondly, I want you to think about your visibility. I want you to think about being consistent in the right places with the right message. If you've got targeted content to the right people, that is really going to help you bring in those sales. Thirdly, I want you to think about your following. Be strategic with who you're following, but also who is following you. Spend that time every single day this week. Go through your followers, even just 5-10 minutes. So if we think about this, if you start following 20 new people every single day, that is potentially 140 more people into your world. But if we kind of go devil's advocate and say, okay, well, maybe only 10% of those people are actually going to follow me back, that's still a huge percentage of people that are going to come into your world versus you just sitting and waiting and taking a step back and seeing whether people do engage. Be proactive with your business, be proactive with your audience, be proactive with your followers. And the 4th one, as I mentioned earlier, is all about credibility. Use your testimonials, use your wins, your case studies, whatever it is to show that hope, that inspiration, that you are that person that can help people get results right now. People are nervous about investing, but if you're sharing those results, they are much more likely to tip over into buying from you than from somebody else who isn't getting the same results as you. So be intentional. This is the stuff that I'm working on with my clients right now, and they are making huge waves. I've got clients who are, and even in product businesses, who are smashing 4K plus weeks, not months, 4K plus weeks. And that's a product business. So products and services are doing brilliantly right now if you can get this right. You will absolutely massively, and I can't underestimate this and I can't reiterate this enough, but you will supercharge your sales if you get intentional. So I would love for you to get yourself accountable with this. So drop me a message on Instagram at Sarah Cook Coaching. Let me know which one of those 4 you're going to start with this week. I've shared with you don't need to do all of these today, but I want you to think about one of those that you could do today. Take a bit of reflection time and think about what you are going to do this week, next week, and move through. Because we are halfway through the first month of this final quarter. We're halfway through October. So given that we've only got 2.5 months left of this year, I want you to end the year in a really strong way. And this is absolutely possible. So think about what you can do to supercharge your sales right now. Really get into that CEO shoes, make intentional decisions, use your time, use your energy in the best possible way, because then that will have the biggest difference into you supercharging your sales. So let me know how it goes. Keep yourself accountable, drop me a message, and I will see you on the next episode. I cannot wait to hear how you get on with this. So Sarah Cook Coaching over on Instagram, drop me a message and I will see you on the next episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day and I will see you soon. Thanks for listening to the Healthy Business Podcast. To get your free checklist with 1-minute hacks to accelerate your business and find out more about our community, head to my website, sarahcookmarketing.com/healthy business.